What's up, guys and girls? It is Go, and it has been a few days since my last video. A few days, might be a week or so. However, I have been having trouble with copyright laws for some of my videos. If you get enough complaints or flagged and stuff like that, you can get banned from uploading videos, or they'll say you're not banned, but you're not allowed to do it. And when that happens, you just kind of get deterred. You're like, ugh, well, I'm trying to do my own shit. I'm trying to do my own thing. I'm trying to make mine different. And they just make it hard for you. So I thought I'd make a video actually a bit about copyright laws. And I found a page, I've read about it, I've been into YouTube, I've read about what you can and can't do, because basically YouTube is a place for people to either go and watch videos and be entertained, or it's a place where they make videos. Like myself, I make them on games, other people make them, you get that Vines that people do, or other people do comedy sketches and shit like that, and like how to do this to your car, how to do this to your bike, all sorts of shit. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you are classed as a YouTuber. Like people visit to watch, they're like watching and learning and stuff, but the people that make it, they're referred to as a YouTuber. They're critics, journalists, problem solvers, entertainers, teachers, guides. They give hints and tips on games, all that sort of shit. There's a whole load of things. Even people do makeup and hair and whatnot. But even some of those guys can struggle with copyright if they use the wrong material, like in a background, or if they upload a picture as to what they're trying to show and stuff. So I thought I'd try and cover something that would maybe give some help to those of you out there that have had trouble with it, or you want to start making videos and you don't want to have trouble with it. So the first thing I would, the first most basic thing is, when you go onto YouTube, you can go onto my channel. There's something called Create, and oh fucking hell, game's finished downloading. I don't even remember downloading that. I was going to play it last night. But you can go to Create. If you're looking for music, there's tons of it. It's free there. That is the first problem I had, was I thought I could use any music I wanted. You can't. So when I'm making games and stuff now, the first thing I do is I will go to options, go to the audio, music volume off. That's first problem gone. Like, even if you're making a clip from, say you're taking snippets from a video and making something funny out of it, if you take the music out of it, there's your first problem, because that is the easiest one to smack people with. Like, I did something a while back with a video where I took a clip out of Jurassic Park and I used that, but I got in trouble because I had the Jurassic Park music, so I re-edited it and took the Jurassic Park music out of it. I thought, you know what, fuck you. If it's not in there, they can't complain. And they didn't. They didn't complain, because it wasn't that first few bits that Jurassic Park uses that, it's very recognizable. So that was the first problem. Now the second one you can get is visual. People can be like, oh, that's ours, you can't do that, blah, blah. Oh shit, I just don't want to go into a conflict. Yeah, so it can be a pain in the ass, and it's just little things. So you got to be careful with what music you use. Like, they actually do, like I said, under Create you can find your own music, and you can use that. There's nothing they can do about you using that. And if you do use something that you shouldn't have, whether it be a picture that's on the screen for too long, or some music that plays for too long, or a part of Star Wars music, just the first few bits that is recognizable instantly as to what it is, you've got a problem on your hands. You're not going to be able to have it so as you make money. The company that owns that particular piece of material will be the ones that make the money. However, you can also have a problem with voiceovers on characters. Like in games with people talking, you can have problems. Like, potentially, if there was anything going on in this screen here that I'm seeing now, if there was anything going on there, I would have a problem, because it's considered their own material. and I've used it without permission. Now you can get permission, which isn't easy. I've tried to do it with a few songs. I was going to use a song for one of my PvP videos, and I actually contacted the guy that had made it and uploaded it because he was a YouTuber himself, and he said no, I couldn't use it unless I paid him so many amounts of money. I don't know what currency your listening country uses, or you know, it could be dollars or pesos or euros or pounds or whatnot, but he wanted, you know, something that I didn't feel was fair. So I was just like, okay, well, no, I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to pay that much. Why would I? But you can, if you feel as though they're, you know, saying that there's a reasonable amount, you can be like, okay, I don't mind paying that. However, some people just get greedy. They're like, no, I made that, which is understandable. So, you know, whatever, it's up to them. But again, if you use something that does get flagged and copyright laws prevent you from being able to make money yourself, they'll make money off of it. So it's not all bad. You just kind of uploading videos and not really getting anything out of it. Sorry, I've got bad chest again. It keeps happening. So bombers coming at me. But yeah, I thought I'd put in a little video, something to watch of just some aliens being killed. Nothing too special. But yeah, you can also get people that troll your channel. Like, you know, like if a video is flagged, the revenues it occurs from advertising go to the company they claim, not to the YouTuber who has made the video. This has opened the system to abuse from trolls or from companies making claims based on very minor copyright infringements. You know, like just a teeny tiny bit. They will do it. Just so as you have to go through all of the fucking hassle of trying to say that no, they may own it, but I've only used it a little bit, or I've used a part of it that's been changed. Like you could have I'll use Star Trek or Star Wars. You could have a bit of that music that they've used and remix it, you know, but they can complain that you've used their main beat because I had that in one of my songs. I'd gotten permission off of some guy to use one of their songs that they'd remixed. He said yeah, I could do it for free, like no problem. I'm a baby channel, you know, like, there's no harm in me using it. And the company that owned the original of that song wouldn't let me. They flagged it. They had my video removed. I uploaded it again with all the information that I had, the copyright being allowed to use it, and still I didn't have to remove it, but I'm not allowed to make any money from it. So I thought, you know what, just to piss them off, I will leave it on there and I won't monetize it. I won't make it so as I'm trying to make any money. So just a bit of I will use it, fuck you can't stop me. And I've actually got it set up so as the guy that actually made the original song gets my money, not them, because of the publishing rights that I had. Now, there's another thing you have to be careful with. Like I said with voiceovers, you have to be careful with like video clips, and sometimes even information that you get from other websites, if you use it on there and don't rightfully say where you got the information from and you've read it like word for word, you can get in trouble for that as well. So if you're doing an information style video about, I don't know, say serial killers or pimping your ride and shit like that, and you've got an information how to do it, it's always best and always kind of safe to just leave it down in the information on the video underneath. Just put a link to the website you've got it. You don't have to have it on display. As long as it's in there, there's nothing that they can say, because you haven't shown their original work. You've just read it out, you know, like it's your voice, you're doing your own thing, you've got any information from them, just say thank you to this website, blah blah blah, and then that just covers yourself on that angle. And there is, however, something called a fair use, which you get with video games, like uploading game content stuff. Say I was to do a playthrough, which I've tried to do a few, and I keep getting in trouble for it because I've got loading videos in, or parts from the game where I've spoken to an NPC and their voices come up. Some companies will try to get money from you just for doing something as simple as that. Like, uploading game content with voiceover is not the same as uploading a TV show. You know, so if I was to take a part of Game of Thrones and be like, yeah, I made this and I've basically just recorded Game of Thrones and uploaded it, I'm going to get in shit. I'm not going to be allowed to make money off of it. It's going to get removed, and chances are your channel is going to get closed down. So, you know, it's you've got to be kind of smart. You can't just upload anything. You can't just record something and kind of start being like, yeah, I own this, I'm the best, blah 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 blah. You got to be careful. And a lot of it does get confusing, but it is very, very basic stuff. If you're very careful with it and you think about what you're doing, if you're like, right, okay, I can use a little bit, like they do in the Vines. If you haven't heard of what they are, just go check them out. They're just like 7-second videos of people making something funny, and you know, they're just having a bit of fun. It's not too much. Now, some games and companies have a legal position on their copyrights, which boils down to use but don't monetize, which means you're allowed to make the video, but you're not allowed to make money off of it. Like, some of them will actually say, like, they'll enforce it by using YouTube system or taking expensive and troublesome legal action. Yeah, you can get sued for some shit that you do on this game. Well, this guy seems to be busy over there killing everything, so I can read this a bit. You have a looser connection with the channels. Like, basically, if you're not a strong channel and you're not really promoting them, but you're just kind of using their stuff to try to get more popular. So, like, say I was to use a game and I wasn't supposed to, they'd be like, no, you can't use it. But say a more popular channel is to use it, they might consider letting them because it's good, you know, it's good commercialization. They're going to get money from someone enjoying playing that game. Like, if a big YouTuber was to make a video on a game that wasn't very popular, that was popular, they'd be like, yeah, okay, we're going to get more money from him. But say someone else smaller was to do it, they'd be like, no. And someone sort of mid-ranged, sort of, they're kind of popular enough for people to know who they are, and they enjoy doing what they do and having fun and whatnot. They could get sued just purely based on the principle that the company might not make enough money out of that person and their video, whereas someone more popular they would. So they'll get all pissed off about that and, you know, kind of shit on their day. However, live streaming, such as the Xbox One, when you go on Twitch, what does it say? Streaming and download content to YouTube and other portals, the vast majority of these will not be monetized, but claiming copyright infringements against only those that attract commercials will be a monstrous task. So, say I'm streaming this live on Twitch. I'm not at the moment, but I might do it a bit later on, because, you know, something to do. And if I was to make it so as adverts were to come up in the middle of my video, like, say if right now an advert selling fucking big dildos was to pop up, the company wouldn't like me streaming that game because I'm making money off of their game where they physically cannot make. They just can't make any money from it because I'm making the money from the adverts being in the middle of my live stream. Like, it would cut me out and then show you the advert, and then it would cut it back in again, and it would be like, right, well, fuck you. You know, they'd get pissed off about it. And if you were to record that and upload it, if you were to upload it in chunks, like, you show your best bits and whatever, let's say you're playing DayZ or whatnot, you can do that as long as you don't have, like, songs and music and stuff playing in the background. They're fairly okay with it, because you've cut it out, you've cut the advert out, it's in chunks, it's not one solid piece, and, you know, you've spent time to edit it, it's your own original piece, they can't do that for you. But again, I go back to you have to be careful with the music and the sounds and stuff. That's the biggest one that will get you in trouble. So yeah, just be careful with that. Oh then, there's another one. Games footage has been used for decades by media outlets. Without overt permission from games companies, there is a long history of game company allowing their content to be used by games companies on a fairly free basis. Which means some games, if you're not allowed to make videos on them, like just openly make a video, you can actually contact the company and say, am I allowed to make a video? And they'll be like, yeah, if you pay us. It's the same with the songs. You know, some games let you, some games don't. Some songs let you, some songs don't. And it becomes quite a big vicious circle as to what you can and cannot do. What is he doing over here? Look. Oh, and up you get. So, sorry, had to take a quick break whilst I was helping that guy get back on his feet. Need some energy, because I'm dying. Pull out, because this guy can't handle it.
Or continue fighting?
So yeah, it's all simple, to be honest. It's very simple. There are ways of wiggling around it if you're very smart. Myself, I'm not very like on the ball when it comes to that kind of thing, but I know enough to keep myself out of trouble is what I'm saying. And if you do what I do, you know, if you're making games, music off, just straight off, and you should be alright. And yeah, just try not to upload popular songs. Like I said, that YouTube has their own list of songs that they allow people to use for free. I've done it in a lot of my videos. So, you know, just play careful and you will be fine. I hope that some of this information has been useful. You know, I've tried to be very blunt as to what you can and can't do. Like, you can't copy other people's shit. There is ways around it, which I'm not going to get into, but if you want to look for that kind of thing, go ahead, go have some fun, go find it. I don't mind, it's up to you. However, if it has been useful, remember to leave a like. Maybe even a comment, say thanks for helping, or you know, how do I do this? Answer, go to Google. I can't provide enough answers on exact what you 100% can and can't do. I can just give you the basics as to how to stop yourself getting flagged. I hope that, you know, you carry on making your videos and you sort of don't get into trouble with any shit anymore if you have been getting a lot of it because you've been doing your own thing but you've actually been using another person's thing. So yeah, on top of all of that, I hope you have a great day. Remember that you are awesome. Keep at it, whatever it is you are trying to do, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching my video, and if it did help, like really help, maybe you could help me and click that subscribe button. That